Hello everybody, welcome to Wayne and Ashley's Small World. We just wanted to have a conversation about something that we just experienced that we kind of want to warn everybody about that many people may not know of. We didn't, and we had no idea, never heard about this kind of thing in my entire life. And it's called Margarita Burn. It's a real thing. I looked it up, found out, wow. Okay. Well, we made a salsa video, and we uploaded that just a few days ago, and you can check that out. And she was using limes in the video, and she burnt her hands with the limes. How would you burn your hands with limes? Kind of crazy to think. Well, you mix those limes and the lime juice with sun rays, and you get burns. It looks like a chemical burn, it looks like a sunburn, an extreme sunburn, and it looks like you actually burnt your hand too. Just a burn in general, a bad one. And I guess the more juice that's involved, the worse it can get. And we did a video on Saturday, late morning. We shot the video making the salsa. And maybe because she didn't wash her hands off right away, that could be the issue. Because she was doing the video and making the salsa, trying the salsa, and then washed her hands later. So we're thinking, if maybe she washed her hands right away, it wouldn't have been as bad. But I mean, she did wash her hands, but I guess it gave it some time to soak into the skin. We went outside, played for hours at the park with the kids, and that gave the chance for the sun to work its magic, and yeah, she got the burn. So Saturday, after that, she didn't feel anything. I mean, you didn't feel it burning in the sun. There's no pain.
I didn't feel anything. I didn't see anything. I didn't feel anything. It wasn't until Sunday when I woke up and my right hand, he thought maybe I used too hot of water because I love hot water.
Hot showers.
It was not the hot water, but it literally looked like I put I splashed hot water on my hand, and it was all red. And it kind of felt like a sunburn if you kind of rubbed over it a little too hard or whatever. And then there was just a little bit on my left hand. It was just between my pointer and my middle finger. It wasn't until Sunday night it was getting more puffy. And when I woke up yesterday morning, it was very puffy, very painful, and tiny, tiny blisters started to appear. So I had to call off of work, and I took myself to the urgent care. And literally as I sat in the urgent care, blisters started appearing before my eyes, like just one after another. And I wrapped it. The doctors couldn't even tell me what it was. They were just like, an allergic reaction, maybe? I really don't know.
And when I heard that, I was like, well, allergic reaction to what? I need an answer. But when, like she said, it looked like liquid splashed. Mm-hmm. And that's the redness. It looked like liquid. So yeah. I started thinking, and I'm like, wait, let me go back. Okay, is it shampoo? Is it conditioner? Is it detergent? Well, we didn't wash the clothes that day or the weekend. We both ate the same food. I didn't have any problems. Anything I touched, I didn't get anything. So I'm like brainstorming. What could this possibly be? Jalapenos. That's what I'm thinking. Hot yeah. Jalapenos, right? Maybe. Right. No, couldn't find anything on that. It didn't. No. And the splashing wouldn't make any sense with a jalapeno because jalapenos aren't super juicy and splashing. No. And then it hit me. She was using the limes, and when she got with that fork and she held that lime in, and I can show you in the video here, the lime splashing down into her hand and in between her fingers. And then the next lime she pulls out, she starts rolling that onto the table.
Both of my hands.
Yep. And the other hand on top of the other hand, and that's where she's got the burns on the top of her hand there. So that's what caused it. And then I looked it up. This sounds crazy. Can limes cause burns? Sure enough, it's called Margarita Burn. There's a real name for it, a medical term called Margarita Burn. So if you are using limes, are you making margaritas outside? Are you making salsa outside? Picnics? Anything like that? Be very, very careful. Very careful.
Because this is very painful, and I don't wish this upon anybody. Yeah. I truly wish I would have known about this. I would have worn gloves maybe, washed my hands right away. It's just taking a simple shower with the water just running down my arm. It burns. It brings tears to my eyes. And I don't wish this upon anybody. It's very painful. So please, please be careful. Please, if you're using limes, wash your hands right away. use a lot of soap. Make sure all of that acidic juices are off of your hands.
Especially with kids. And if you got the kids messing around with limes, be very careful if they get that on their face, if they're enjoying a lime to eat in the sun. It's kind of crazy because I've never heard about this in my entire life.
Yeah.
And if you look it up, it's on Google and it's official with medical websites. And there's actually images of kids, their whole face, their mouth, the side of their face, their necks covered in burns and blisters. Some people have it even worse than her. The images that I saw, and I'm like, oh my god, I mean, it looks horrible.
Yeah. And we'll insert the pictures at the end of this video just to show what it looked like when it first started versus what it looks like now, and you can just see how it progressed. And they do say it takes anywhere from 24 to 48 hours before it starts appearing, and on day 2 is when blisters start appearing, and that's exactly what happened. So please just be very careful.
This is something we will definitely always keep in mind. Yes. And anybody we even know, I see anybody with a lime outside, and be like, don't do that.
Yeah, yeah. I had to go to the pharmacy to pick up medications, you know, for the inflammation and stuff. And they're like, oh my gosh, what happened? I'm like, limes and sun mixed together calls a Margarita Burn, and this is what happens. And they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah, that looks painful. It is. Believe me, it is very. So please be careful out there. Yeah,
we know this isn't a cooking video. That's what we're trying to do. We rebranded my channel, and I had it called Wayne's Small World, and I wanted to involve my wife in our cooking. We've been married almost 9 years now.
Yeah.
And we've always enjoyed cooking. So what we're doing is, if we enjoy cooking so much, let's share our favorite recipes. So we got.
Yep. We've got a couple coming up
for
you guys.
We're from Chicago, and we did live in Florida for a few years, and it killed me not to have my Chicago pizza.
Oh, yes.
So for years, I made the Chicago pizza, and I went at it several times, and I finally nailed it.
Yes, he did.
Even the deep dish pizza.
Yes.
I did that too.
Yep.
And so we are going to do all those, and we're going to find new things, fun things, family traditional recipes that we enjoy ourselves.
Yep.
So if we're going to cook ourselves food, why not share it with you? Maybe you'd like to try.
Yes.
So we're going to do that, and we're going to have a lot of videos coming towards you soon. So we figured we would just make this video warning anybody, careful with those limes out in the sunlight.
Yes. So stay tuned, and we'll have a couple more recipes coming up later this week for you guys.
All right, but thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, please put them down below. We will answer you right away.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys in the next video.
Thank you. Bye-bye.